Hi there, my name is Toby, and on this channel I talk about body dynamics and chi energy. And body dynamics is something we can all get started with. And chi energy requires a little bit of explanation. We need to understand it a bit. So that requires a bit of thought and a bit of talking on my part. And on this video I want to talk about a very simple exercise that I call standing star. And this exercise really explains how we can do our Qigong practice in the city. Because in the city, there's not so much Qi as in the countryside. We've got restricted access to the Qi. The air is not so good. There's not many ions in the air, so the air has got more positive ions, more pollution than negative ions. And we're quite far away from the earth. We live up in a tower block somewhere, so we don't have a direct connection to the earth. So how can we do chi? Well, we've got to use our mind a bit more to access the chi in the city, in a place where there doesn't seem to be so much chi. If you're lucky to be training by a waterfall in a forest, you don't have to think much. You can even just lie down and soak up all the chi. But in the city, you've got to also do a little bit of thinking. So this exercise involves that. You've actually got to actively tune in to the chi. And this is the exercise I'm doing here, but I'll talk you through it in a minute. But you can see I'm just basically standing in a star position with either straight legs or bent legs. Now, there's two ways of absorbing chi. There's two ways of transmitting energy. And this is physics as well as this Qi Gong. You see, you can have a transfer of energy through a current, a direct current. You plug in and the current flows through. So we can do our Qi like that. And this might be in a good area of Qi. Our feet are on the ground. We can have bare feet, so we really ground ourselves onto the earth. And we reach up to the sky and we soak up all the negative ions in the atmosphere and the sun shining down. So we're in a place where there's a direct current of Qi. And we just stand in that current and absorb it. And you can see this more in my other video. I'll leave the link below, Heaven and Earth, how we just absorb this current, this flow of chi. And there's another way of absorbing energy, and this is called resonance or induction. And you can think of it as an induction heater, induction cooker rather. When you put your pan on an induction cooker, there's no plugging in the pan. It's separate. It just sits on top, and there's a coil of wire in the induction cooker, and that runs a current through it, and that magnetizes the pan and heats up the pan. So there's an induction, a magnetic induction, a transfer of power through resonance. There's the coil of wire in the heater, in the cooker, resonates with the metal pan and heats it up. So this is a different method of transferring energy. It's not so much plugging in, it's tuning in. It's like tuning a radio to a particular frequency, and when you get the right frequency, you get the transfer of power. But you also get a transfer of information. You see, this is like receiving radio waves. If you receive radio waves at certain frequency, it transfers into power, energy in your body. But it also, if you receive a changing sequence of frequencies, you're getting information. This is a vibration you're tuning into, and there's information in that. So the main difference is standing like this in a current of Qi. You feel the Qi going up and down through your body from the earth up into the sky. That's a current. But when that current is changing, it's going up and down very fast, it becomes a frequency. So now you're tuning into the frequency of the Qi, this moving, pulsing frequency and the information. And for that, it doesn't matter where you are. You see, this is not so much about plugging your body into the Qi, this is about plugging your mind and your brain into the Qi. You've got to tune your body, tune your brain like a radio to receive the radio waves, the frequency, the information coming down from the field. And there's a field of information that you can also think of Qi as the field of consciousness. Consciousness is Qi. Or you can think of it as the unconscious mind, or the universal unconscious, or the field of ether, the 0 point field. All of this is a field of energy and a field of information, and this is what we're tuning into, trying to resonate with it. And this posture is particularly good for that. You see, I'm holding my arms up and out at a certain angle, and this angle should be about 108 degrees. And it's a very important angle. This is the angle of certain radio aerials. You'll see them around. It's called a Yagi aerial. You can look that up. And you see a bit of metal bent in this particular angle. And because this particular angle is very good for receiving a particular type of radio waves. And more interesting than that, the water molecule. The water molecule itself is created in this particular angle. So that means water is a very good radio receiver. And in the very early days, when the first radios came out, you could actually hear the radio signal in newborn babies. When you'd hold a stethoscope to a baby, you could actually hear a signal, because there was only one radio signal being broadcast, and it was picked up by the water in the human body, and you could actually hear this. Now you couldn't, because there's so many radio signals being broadcast. All you get is white noise. You wouldn't pick up any particular signal, so now we don't notice it. But it's very interesting. Water will receive these radio wave signals. Water is very good for receiving information. And we hold our body in the same posture. It's the position, the geometry required to receive this information, these radio waves coming down from the cosmos. And you draw a line through your center line going way up into the cosmos, into the North Star. This is important, into the light of the North Star. And the North Star emits a violet light, and this is because it's the center point in the sky. The Earth spins around this axis of the North Star, and the line goes down through your spine into the Earth beneath you, deep down to the center of the Earth, and you're standing in the middle point in this line. So this will ensure you're connecting to the chi, you're connecting to the authentic chi, and then you just hold the position and try and feel your body, feel the stretch, feel the chi collecting in your belly, collecting in your heart, and any information that may come to you. If you have any questions, stand here, empty your mind, and you'll get the answer. Just play with it, try and feel this, and go back and look at my other videos where I talk about how to build the structure. But here, just a nice tall stretch. Hold the arms up at 108 degrees, just above the head, then legs down. You can have the legs straight or bent in a horse riding stance. Just hold the position, relax into it, feel the stretch through the spine, through the arms, and tune into the information coming to you from the chi. Okay, this can be done in the city and it can be done in the countryside, but this is all about tuning in. Tuning into your body, tuning into your structure, tuning into your feelings. Empty your mind and feel the chi. Okay, I hope this made sense. I'm going to be talking about this a lot more. Please leave any questions below and let me know how you get on, and check out one of these other videos here.